Hello everyone, today we'll talk about 2D fillet. Fillet rounds the edges of two 2D objects. It is an arc that creates tangents between two 2D objects. To create fillet, you can go to the Home tab, under Modify Panel, and you get fillet. Or you can type in fillet in the command line and access your fillet. So to create fillet on a 2D object, for demonstration purposes, let me just draw a rectangle. And let me make copies of it. So let me go to copy, select the rectangle, right click or press enter. For base point, let me just click anywhere just to create copies of my rectangle for demonstration purposes. So this is okay for me. Let me right click or just escape. Right click and press enter. Now let me zoom in to this rectangle. To fillet, I'll just go to fillet command on the modify panel. Click on it. The prompt will say select first object or undo, polyline, radius, trim or multiple. Let me start with radius. I'll have to set the radius of my fillet because fillet is an arc, so it needs a radius. Let me make my radius to be 20, then enter. Then I'll select the first object and then the second object, which is the two sides, and I'll get my fillet. You can see my fillet command is now inactive. If I want to start it again, I can press enter or spacebar to start the last command I used, or I can right click and then say repeat fillet. So let me repeat fillet. But this time around, I've already set the radius, which is already 20. That's the last radius I set, and it's still here as the default radius. So let me just press enter or spacebar. Then, assuming I want to fillet these four corners one after the other, without having to repeat fillet command again, I'll go to multiple. I'll click on multiple. Then I can now come here, click on the first object, and on the second object. And you can now see the fillet command is still active. You can now click here, 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 and here. And I'm done. When I'm done, I can press enter, escape, or spacebar, or right click, and press enter to terminate the command. So let me still re-execute fillet. Now polyline parameter deals with the polylines. Rectangle is a polyline. So if I click on polyline, I'll fillet all the corners at once. So I've already set from my previous fillet, I've set the radius to 20. If I go to radius and click, I'll see it's still 20. So let me just confirm by pressing enter. Now to fillet, all I need to do is to click any part of the polyline, and you can see the preview. If I click, everything is filleted at once. Let's go to the next one and let me execute fillet again. Now let me use multiple fillet for demonstration. Let me click on multiple, which I've done now. If I select the first, remember that I've set the radius before. I'm still using that same radius. So if I select the first corner, the second corner, the first corner, the second corner, I can undo, click undo to undo the last fillet. As you can see, I can undo to undo the last fillet. I can even click undo again to undo the last one and get back my rectangle. So, but if it's a trim, if I click on trim by default is set to trim. So if I fillet, AutoCAD will trim off the edge and leave the fillet. So, but if I set it to no trim, and now come and say multiple, click on multiple. If I click here and fillet, you can see the edge was not trimmed off. If I click again and click, you can see the edge was not trimmed off. If I want to go back to trimming on the edges, I can go to trim and click on trim. So make sure I'm still in multiple. I can now click and trim, click. If you fillet, the trimming process executes automatically. So let me press enter to terminate the fillet command. So you can see we've gone through the whole parameters there. Now, there is something you need to understand about fillet. Let me give you an example. Let's assume I have a line like this and another line. These two lines can intersect if they are extended. If this second one is extended, it will intersect the first line. If I want to create a corner, I can use fillet to do that. All I need to do is to click on fillet. If I already have existing radius, for example, my last radius was 20. For me to use fillet to create a sharp edge, I need to set my radius to 0. That's what I need to do. I need to set the radius to 0. But if I don't want to set the radius to 0, I can easily hold the shift key and then fillet. The radius will be temporarily set to 0. So you can see, I can easily fillet. I'm holding down my shift key. If I don't want to do that, actually if I want to change my radius, I can still do that. I can still do that by, let me start fillet command again. I'll go to radius and then set it to 0 and then enter, and I can come here and create my edge. Now let's go to other ways of filleting. So let me come down here. Let me draw a line, then an arc, maybe start, center, and something like this. And I'll need copies of it, so let me just create copies of it. One thing you need to understand about fillet is that it depends on where you clicked, where you actually clicked. For example, let me start my fillet. You just click here and then here. You can see what happened. The fillet is on this side. Let me start fillet again. Here and this side, I'll get a different result. Let me go to the same fillet this time around to the back side of the right side of the arc, and then inwards. Let me start fillet again here and outwards. So you can see, depending on where you clicked, that will determine the direction your fillet will go. It's very, very important. Now let's go to fillet that concerns circles. Let me create 2 circles that are intersecting each other, and then more copies of it. Okay, so let me zoom into this one. Assuming I want to fillet this by 20, which was the last radius I set. All I need to do is to click on fillet, click this part of the circle and this part. You can see my arc is there. Sorry. Now let me come to this place. Let me start the same fillet. This time around, instead of clicking on the outer side of the circle, let me click on the inner side of the circle. I'll create a different fillet. Let me come here, the same fillet, here and here. I'll get another fillet, and here and here. So as you can see, we have we created fillet based on the actual point of we clicked, the actual part of the object we clicked. That determines the kind of fillet, the direction of the fillet, or where the fillet actually formed. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. And one thing that is obvious here is that fillet that involves circles, the trimming by default is turned off.